Hello students, I am Jay Patel from Vasis Vidyalaya and I am going to teach you 10 standard physics. Students, let's continue with our uh, lesson number 13, magnetic effects of electric current. Students, in this video I am going to teach you activity 13.5. So its aim is that to sketch the pattern of magnetic field lines due to current flowing through a straight conductor, or we can say that copper wire. And so second topic is that we are going to learn what is right hand thumb rule. And in this video I am discussing certain questions and answer, and at the last I am giving you certain homework that you should write in your physics notebook. So let's start with this activity. Students, this is our activity 13.5. It is available in our NCERT textbook page number 226 and 227. You can see this activity. This activity I am going to explain. So now you will know that how you have to write this activity. So you have to write in the form of aim, materials required, draw the diagram, procedure, observation, conclusion and result. So this step by step we are going to perform this activity. Now students, what is the aim of this activity? So objective is that to sketch the pattern of the magnetic field lines due to current flowing through a straight conductor. It means that which type of pattern should be formed nearby the copper wire, straight copper wire, when electric current pass through it. So this is the aim or objective of our activity. Now students, second step is which materials required for performing this activity. So we have to write the names of the material. So here battery is required, 12 volt battery, rheostat, an ammeter, plug key, long thick straight copper wire, cardboard, compass, iron filling and a salt sprinkler. So these materials are required to perform this activity. Then students, we will start with the procedure. So what to do to perform this activity? Point number 1 is that insert the thick wire through the center normal to the plane of the rectangular cardboard. Take care that the cardboard is fixed and does not slide up or down. So first we have to take the copper wire and pass it from the cardboard, and we have to pass such a way that cardboard does not move. Then second point is that connect the copper wire vertically between the point X and Y shown in figure A in series with the battery and the plug key and other equipments, rheostat and the ammeter. So this is the second step. Third number step is that sprinkle some iron fillings uniformly on the cardboard. So for sprinkling these iron fillings, so we can use the sprinkler, and we have to sprinkle some iron fillings on the cardboard. Then point number 4, keep the variable of the rheostat at fixed position and not the current to the ammeter. Now then we have to fix this rheostat, means we have to fix how much resistance can be passed. So rheostat means we can change the value of resistance. We can keep on 5, 10, 15 like that way. So we have to fix in one resistance and then note down the ammeter reading. Then afterwards means we have to close the key and note down the reading. Then what happened? Then point number 5, that close the key so that current flow through the wire, and we have to note the ammeter reading. That ensure that the copper wire placed between the point X and Y remains the vertically straight. It means that cardboard does not move, and when we can switch on the circuit at that time. Now after switch on the circuit, we have to note down the reading of the ammeter, and then after you can observe that iron fillings is remain at that particular position. Then we have to perform the point number 6, that gently tap the cardboard a few times. So we have to tap a cardboard for 5 to 6 times and observe the pattern of the iron fillings. So after switch on the circuit, so we have to note down the ammeter reading, and we have to tap the cardboard 5 to 6 times, and then afterwards we have to see the at what type of pattern iron fillings can generate it. Now students, these procedure we have to do, and then afterwards we can see it here in the diagram that this type of concentric circle can be formed by the iron fillings. So I repeat it again. So these way all apparatus we can have to connect in this series way, so that battery, ammeter, rheostat, straight copper wire passing from the cardboard, plug key, and again it is connected to negative terminal. Now afterwards we have to fix one resistance in the variable resistance. Then afterwards we have to switch on the circuit, it means that plug the key. At that time we have to note down the ammeter's reading. And students, then afterwards we have to tap this cardboard 5 to 6 times. So after tapping that, we have to observe that all the iron fillings can align in this type of circular pattern. So these are forming concentric circles. So this way, this is the second figure. This is just for understanding. You have to draw only one figure, means a figure. So this way all magnetic iron fillings can forming a concentric circles nearby the center of the copper wire. Now what is conclusion of this activity? So we observe a pattern of concentric circles around the copper wire, which is represent magnetic field lines. Place a compass at point over a circle. Observe the direction of the needle. The direction of the north pole of the compass needle will give the direction of the field lines produced by the electric current at P. So this is the conclusion of the activity. Now what is the result? You would find that the iron fillings align themselves, showing a pattern of concentric circle around the copper wire. So this is the result of the activity. Now students, you can see it in this particular diagram. Now here, so here in that particular circle at nearby the P, one arrow should be there. So this is represent the direction of the magnetic field lines. So how we can find the direction of the magnetic field line? So we can find the direction of the magnetic field line with the help of right hand thumb rule. So let's understand this right hand thumb rule. So here we know that circles are formed. So circles are formed means two-way, means the direction of magnetic field lines can be generated with the two-way. One is clockwise direction and second is anti-clockwise direction. So that we can learn with the help of right hand thumb rule. So what is the right hand thumb rule? So this is the right hand thumb rule. That imagine that you are holding a current carrying straight conductor in your right hand, such that the thumb points towards the direction of the current. Then your fingers will wrap around the conductor in direction of the field lines of the magnetic field, as shown as given in the figure. That is known as the right hand thumb rule. So students, it means that we have to hold a current carrying conductor in our right hand, as shown as given in the figure. So you can see that the thumb represent the direction of the current. It means that current is coming from upper direction and it moves towards the downward direction. So this is the current move in, we can say that in downward direction. And here curl of the finger or wrap of the finger is represent the direction of the magnetic field. So in this way, students, it is moving in a clockwise direction. So students, we have to mention it here in magnetic field line direction in clockwise direction. So let's understand here why we have kept the arrow is like that one. why we have not keep the arrow in reverse direction, because here in the same case current is coming in the copper wire from upper direction to downward direction. Students, in chapter number 12 we know that what is the direction of the current, how the current can pass in the particular circuit. So current can pass from positive terminal and start from the positive terminal and reach to the negative terminal. It means current can pass positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. So students, here you can see that current can pass from positive terminal, then it pass from the emitter, then rheostat, then from the copper wire. So current is coming from up to downward direction here in straight copper wire. So here we have to apply the right hand thumb rule. So here thumb will represent the direction of the current. So here current is coming in downward direction and the magnetic field lines are moving in clockwise direction. So here the arrow is in clockwise direction. So this way we can keep the arrow, means that is represent the direction of the magnetic field lines. Now students, if we change the terminal of the battery, it means that here plus is in upward side and minus is here downward side. If we'll change it, so minus will come means in upward side and plus terminal will come downward side. So current will flow in reverse direction. So it first pass from the plug key, then downward direction to the upward direction of the copper wire, then pass it from the variable resistance and emitter, and then come to the negative terminal. At that time the magnetic field line direction should be reverse. So here in reverse direction we have to keep the arrow by applying the right hand thumb rule. So this way we can understand the right hand thumb rule. Now let's take certain questions and answer. So the first question is that what does the concentric circle represent? So what is it represent? So answer is that the concentric circles represent the magnetic field lines. So this represent the magnetic field lines. Now question number 2, how can you find the direction of the magnetic field? So answer is that we can find the direction of the magnetic field by placing a compass needle or by applying the right hand thumb rule. So this way we can find the direction of magnetic field. The next question, which rule is applicable for this activity? So here which rule we have to apply? So here the applicable rule is right hand thumb rule. So here we have to apply the right hand thumb rule. So these are the certain questions based on this activity. Now I am giving you homework, so that you have to write in your physics notebook. So for the question number 1 is that write activity, means this activity 13.5 in your notebook. So it is available on page number 226 and 27 in our 10 science textbook. Second question, state right hand thumb rule. Students, this question will come in board for 1 marks. So you have to state right hand thumb rule. Question number 3, observe the figure A and B and mention the direction of magnetic field lines. So in next slide I am showing you that figure. So here you have to mention the magnetic field line direction. So you can see it here. So in left hand side A figure and right hand side is B figure. So in that one you have to give the answer. So I hope you understand this activity and right hand thumb rule. So thank you very much students for watching this video.